From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Hannah Mordo, and this is your News 8 Daily for Tuesday, February 10th. We're going to feel nicer again today. Right now, we're in the low mid-20s right now, but we're going to get up to about 45 degrees. The snow melt is underway. We're getting out of the freezer, and warmer weather returns this week. Might get some rain chances possible this weekend. Online records show that prosecutors in Ohio will have a grand jury review evidence against the suspect in the death of Fisher's teenager, Hailey Buzbee. Investigators released a search warrant yesterday that contradicts what suspect Tyler Thomas told them, including evidence from his car and cell phone. News 8's Kat Sandoval reports.
According to court documents, it was the cell phone that contradicted important details in the 39-year-old's alibi. Thomas initially told police he dropped Buzbee off at the Indiana-Ohio border, but police say cellular data suggests Thomas traveled directly to Columbus and then a rental cabin about an hour away in Logan, Ohio. Thomas told officers he was alone, but rental records show the reservation was for two. Also, Thomas admitted to police he met Buzbee through online gaming and they were communicating on an encrypted app called Session for more than a year. He said that app was used to plan the juvenile's runaway attempt. Session's terms of use indicate you must be at least 18 years old. Buzbee was 17. Greg Schiller has seen this pattern before. He's part of Child Rescue Coalition, an organization dedicated to protect children from sexual exploitation.
Predators will meet children in any number of places across the internet, websites, apps, gaming systems, and they will then bridge them over to other applications that the predator feels are more secure and that the victim will feel that nobody will be able to see those messages. Session, among other types of apps, provide that anonymity for the offender to then protect themselves from what they might think is a potential law enforcement investigation on the back end.
Additionally, a hair tie and 47 photographs were found inside the vehicle. Police have also swabbed it for DNA. Thomas' lawyer says he led police to Buzbee's remains. Police say Thomas is the last known person to have contacted the teen. Thomas has not been charged in Buzbee's disappearance and death. Police say a photo of another child being sexually abused was found on Thomas' cell phone. He is currently being charged with pandering sexual materials involving minors and tampering with evidence. I'm Kat Sandoval with Wish TV, wishtv.com.
Hailey's family is pushing lawmakers to take immediate action. Today, a state Senate committee is set to vote on a measure to strengthen the state's response to missing teens. News 8's government reporter Garrett Berquist brings us action from the State House.
The decisions that you are considering today have the power to save children's lives.
Even as Rania and Bo Buzbee plan their daughter Hailey's funeral, they're lending their support to new rules for social media. Hailey left their home in early January to meet with someone she had communicated with through an online gaming platform. She was later killed in Ohio. Under a proposal at the State House, social media companies would have to determine the age of someone requesting a social media account. If they're under 16, the account could not have continuously loading content or live streaming capability, and parents would be able to adjust settings using a separate password. The House Education Committee took testimony on the proposal Monday morning, but has yet to act on it.
We are in the midst of the greatest crisis of our time. We are losing the fight to protect our children. The internet and social media are the devil's and predators' playgrounds, and it's on this front that we must fight.
Hailey did not meet the criteria for an Amber Alert, but state law has a category called high-risk missing persons. That includes anyone missing under inherently dangerous circumstances or due to abduction by a stranger. An amendment just filed would allow Amber Alerts for any high-risk missing person under age 18.
Well, I think in particular around the alert is to make sure that in the future, when a situation that happens with an endangered child, that alert can be done as quickly as necessary and as quickly as needed.
It's too late in the session to file new legislation, so lawmakers are adding both measures to existing bills through the committee amendment process. Houston says lawmakers are working with education officials to find ways to incorporate online grooming awareness training into existing health class requirements. He says there's a good chance lawmakers will discuss potential broader changes to the statewide alert system this summer. A Senate committee is scheduled to vote on the potential changes to the Amber Alert on Tuesday morning. Floor votes on both measures could happen as early as next week.
Your statewide news network covers Elkhart County, where police say a 14-year-old boy is stable after a shooting yesterday afternoon. Police say the teenager was walking near North 6th and West Jefferson in Elkhart when a car stopped near him. Investigators say at least one suspect got out of the car, shot the 14-year-old, then drove off. Police have not announced any arrests yet. Here in Indianapolis, police now say a car where officers found a man dead had been on fire before police arrived to the scene. The Marion County coroner identified the victim as 56-year-old Michael Lockridge. Police say he was shot. Investigators found his body in the car Sunday afternoon near West 29th and MLK on the city's northwest side. So far, police have not announced any arrests or possible suspects in the case. In the search for Savannah Guthrie's missing mother, the FBI says it is not aware of any ongoing communication between the suspected kidnappers and the Today Show host's family. As Reed Binion reports, another key date has now passed.
A second purported deadline has passed in the disappearance of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie's mother. According to a purported ransom note sent to a Tucson TV station, Nancy Guthrie's possible abductors demanded $6 million by 5 p.m. Monday. The note included a threat to Guthrie's life if demands weren't met. Just hours before that deadline passed, Savannah Guthrie posted another video to social media, this time addressing the public instead of her mother's alleged kidnappers.
We believe our mom is still out there. She was taken and we don't know where. And we need your help.
People seem to have been heeding that call, with new billboards going up across the country urging anyone with information about the case to call authorities. The FBI releasing a new statement Monday night, saying it still has not identified a suspect or a person of interest in the case. The agency also appealing to the public, writing in part, quote, "Someone has that one piece of information that can help us bring Nancy home." Harvey Levin of TMZ, which also received a ransom note, reacting to the statement.
Well, I think it aligns with Savannah Guthrie's desperate plea today.
I'm Reed Binion for Wish TV and WishTV.com.
It is tax season, and there's still time to file your taxes, but there are a lot of changes this year. Jen Sullivan spoke with a tax expert about what to look out for.
The deadline to file your 2025 taxes is quickly approaching.
I would just get it done as soon as possible.
Lisa Green-Lewis is a CPA and tax expert with TurboTax. Here's what she says you need to know. First, a higher standard deduction. That means more of your money is shielded from federal taxes. For single filers, it increases to $15,750, up from $15,000. For married couples filing jointly, it increases to $31,500, up from $30,000. Second, a higher state and local tax deduction, commonly known as SALT. It allows you to deduct your state and local income taxes or your state and local general sales taxes. That cap jumps to $40,000 from $10,000 for married couples filing together. You may also be able to deduct your property taxes as long as your income or sales taxes doesn't put you over that $40,000 cap.
In those high property tax states and state tax states, they'll be able to claim some more of those deductions.
Third, a larger tax credit for children. Parents can receive $2,200 per child. They must be under 17 at the end of the tax year, among other requirements. If you work in an industry where you get tips or overtime, there are some changes you need to know about. Eligible workers can deduct up to $25,000 in tipped income.
If you're a service worker, like a firefighter, police officer, you can deduct up to $12,500 in overtime.
Last year, the average refund was around $3,100, according to the IRS. With these new changes, some can expect an even higher refund.
We are expecting filers to see up to $1,000 increase in their refund or lower balance due.
The deadline to file your taxes is April 15th. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
In Bloomington, it was a big night for IU's basketball team in more ways than one. First, the Hoosiers beat Oregon at home. It was all Lamar Wilkerson last night. He had 41 points in the game. This is his second 40-point game of the season. IU cruised to the win over the Ducks, 92-74. At halftime, IU paid tribute to the Hoosiers' undefeated national championship team from 50 years ago. Members of the 1975-76 team came back to Bloomington for a big celebration. This was the last men's Division I team to go unbeaten. The university also announced plans for a bronze statue of Coach Bob Knight at Assembly Hall. Knight died in 2023. Quinn Buckner, the point guard for that title team, talked about what Coach told them after their historic win.
He said, "You've done something for the people in the state of Indiana. You'll never understand what you did for them." We just had it happen again in football because the ethos of Indiana is about sports. And we were able to bring it on the basketball side. What we were able to accomplish, we didn't fully understand. We understand it now.
IU Athletics says when the statue of Coach Knight is done, it will be in the south lobby of Assembly Hall. In Pacers Watch, the team confirms yet another season-ending injury. Pacers say guard Johnny Furphy tore his right knee's ACL when he had a bad landing after a dunk in Sunday's game. Furphy had been playing more lately. He was averaging 5 points and 4 rebounds a game this season. The team is not given a timeline for his return. Pacers are in New York to take on the Knicks tonight at 7:30. Olympic skier Lindsey Vonn says she suffered a complex tibia fracture after her violent crash during her downhill run. The 41-year-old was trying to make an Olympic comeback. Now she says her broken leg will require multiple surgeries to fix properly. Vonn's family is with her as she recovers in a hospital in Italy. Some Olympic athletes say their new medals are already broken just days after winning them. American skier Breezy Johnson and figure skater Alyssa Liu have both reported problems. They say their medals broke off from their ribbons. Johnson went on to tell other athletes to avoid jumping while wearing their medals. We are now in the second week of the Winter Olympics, and even if you might not be an Olympian, you can still train like one. Health experts say the focus on sports the next couple of weeks is a great way to help you be more healthy. Mandy Gaither explains.
You may not make Olympic history like Layla Edwards or ski for Team USA, but don't let that dash your dreams of being in the best shape possible.
It's very inspiring to see elite athletes who work so hard to get to the world's greatest stage in sports. And it's very natural for everyday people to watch it and be inspired.
Dr. George Elderry with Orlando Health says even if you're not an Olympian, you can win good health with hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. But if you're just starting out, he says, take it slow.
I think too many people jump into something that's a little too intense for what their capabilities and what their athletic background is, and that's where you run into your risk of injuries.
Next, Elderry says to dedicate a certain time of day to moving your body, then slowly add to it, building up to a sustainable routine. And be consistent. Olympians aren't just preparing every once in a while. He says the general recommendation is 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise per week and 2 to 3 days of strength training with resistance.
So we're working on getting our body stronger and then working on our, our aerobic capacity and our ability to be fit.
Elderry says staying hydrated, maintaining a healthy sleep schedule, and having a healthy, balanced diet are also key.
High-performing athletes, they're like sports cars. They need premium fuel.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
This has been your News 8 Daily. From Wish TV, I'm Hannah Mordeau. Watch us on Wish TV and wishtv.com.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.